morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So I'm taking part in a collaboration with the group Junk Journal Ideas and Inspirations, and it's who knew July could be so interesting, and all the links of the people that are taking part in the collaboration will be on the below the video. And one of the things that happens in July, it's all about the interesting things that happen in July. One of the things that happens in July, it's Independence Day in America. A couple of years ago I went to visit my son in America, who was sort of like attached to one of their army corps through the British Army. And I did a memory book. I'm not going to go right through this, but there's all bits and pieces. So my bit is Independence Day, and what I want to show you is the twist pop-up. Now this is quite dear to me because when we were there we went to Pigeon Forge, and we went to see the Hatfield and McCoy dinner show. And it was quite funny, and the few days that we stayed there, there was like, they used to drive up and down Pigeon Forge in this old kind of jalopy with a toilet seat steering wheel, and on the jalopy it said honk if you love a hillbilly, so that's why mine says honk if you love a hillbilly. So this is what I want to show you. And although it won't be great for all journals, most journals, it's nice to have something interactive in there. And this is something I designed myself, so here we go. Now the measurements I've got here, this is the mechanism. So this is 19 centimeters that way and 9 centimeters that way. So what I need to do is I need to fold this in half. Now what I'm using, I think it's around about 160 GSM red card. You can do this, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scoreboard, because it would be a lot easier if I use my scoreboard. And which is that one? So it's actually 1 inch and 3/4 if you're working in inches. So this is, it's 9 centimeters wide, 3.5 centimeters. So there, and I'll crease that. And then what we need to do is we need to get the mechanism ready. Now what we need to do now is find the middle, and I'm going to do that with my ruler because it's 9.5. So 9.5 centimeters. Is there, and then the middle one, it's there. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in, but we want a crossover. I've drawn a diagram. So what we want, we've got the fold there, and we need a cross fold across there and a cross fold across there. And the way to measure it is, if your piece of paper is 9 centimeters that way, you need 9 centimeters here between the crosses. So if you take 9 centimeters away from 19, you're left with 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a fold that one over and make sure you've got crisp folds, because the mechanism works a lot easier if you've got crisp folds. And then fold that one, and then fold that one again, and then what we do is put that one that way and that way, and what you do is you bring these two in and you bring them together and you press that down like that, and then press that down. So then this sticks in your page and it goes like that. Then this piece of paper it's another fold, and this one is 21 by 9, the same. And what I've done is I've folded it in half, and then I've folded it in half again, and folded it in half again, and then we've got that. So then you take your piece of, open it out and have it so the folds go in that way. Find the middle again. So let me do this. So that's the middle. So what you want to do is you want to get your middle fold on exactly on the middle. Make sure it's on there. And then what you do is you want to put glue on this one. So I'm going to use fabric tack. So this is the top right. Make sure again that's on there, and just measure it up and stick that down. Then taking the left fold, and you want to glue the bottom left. I think my fabric tack's ready for running out. And just even it up. Make sure it's stuck. So it should be stuck on that one and stuck on that one. Just give it a chance to catch. And then just measure it in. So when you fold this mechanism up, this should be sandwiched between the two. Like that. And what I'm going to do is get my piece of card. I know it's all red, but I do have some decoration. This is just to show you this can be any size as long as it's, actually that's not big enough. These are just the cut-offs I've been using. I don't think that's big enough. It is, it is. Right, so I'm just going to cut this down. So this is your card that you would put in your journal. And again, find the middle. There, so we've got the middle. And stick down the triangle edge. To the middle like this. Then put your glue onto this one. And fold that down and hold it to dry. And then when you open it, it should open like that. Mine's, there you are. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close that a minute and let it dry. I maybe shouldn't have used fabric tack. I maybe should have used normal glue. And these are my Independence 4th of July decorations. I love the way they do the flags up in America. They do the mouldy worldy and they're beautiful. Alright, so there we have it. So happy Independence Day. So now when you open your card, you can put your, yep, I'll not use that, it's needing something done with it. And these are just, I just measured these just slightly less because obviously I wanted the red, white and blue. And as I say, this is a collaboration, so I will put all the links at the bottom of the video to who's taking part. So Mandy's already done her Sunflower and Doors, and I watched it, it's beautiful. So I'll not tell you anything about it, but you need to go and watch it, and I'm so sure that all the rest of them will be just as good. And it's interesting to see all these, you know, the different things. I mean, in Scotland we've got the Battle of the Boyne. We don't celebrate it, but it's noted on the calendar. In fact, my grandson Jude, he was born on the day of the Battle of the Boyne, and I'm putting the flag that way. So there we are. So when you close the card, it just folds in. You might need to give it a bit of help to start with. And you know, if you're doing children's journals, children like interaction. But I thought it was quite nice, even with an oldie worldy journal. I mean, I was thinking about getting copies of the sort of like the vintage flag, and I was looking for vintage colours, but I thought, no, I'm going to do it the red, white and blue. So there you are. And so what you have to, I will put the measurements down for and it's this mechanism more than anything. You can put it in anything. It doesn't have to be, you can put it in a big card, you can make it bigger. Just make sure that the triangle bit, this from here to that point, is the same width as that. As long as it's the same width as that, and you've got enough for either side. It doesn't, I don't really think it matters the length of that. I've made them different, but you just have to make sure that that point there, from that point to that point, is the same width as your card. And then you want sort of like the house shape. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you get something out of it, and I hope you all try it. I'm actually going to put one of these in the next journal. Not this one. I'm going to put this one in my American journal, but I am going to have a go at a vintage one. So thank you for watching. Bye.